All right, Mr. Cuban Link back again for another interview. What's good, bro?
Yes. Just chilling, man. Chilling. Yesterday I went to a nice little spot in Rochester. Is it Rochester? Rhode Island, my bad. Rhode Island, I get those two things confused.
You was in Providence, right?
Providence, yeah, Rhode Island. So
Do a little hosting?
little hosting.
So, most relevant situation recently, right? The situation with Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy been rumored to be cheating on Papoose with Easy the Block Captain.
Cheat on her, cause she gonna cheat on you. She does it nasty with a up and a up and your best man too. Yeah, cheat on her, cause she gonna cheat on you. Does it with a up and the rendezvous. Ooh, that was the song that Pun gave me for my 24 Karat album. He really gave me that, and later on I had Carl Thomas sing on it. It was Baloney, and first we had the Baloney tryouts, so we had him sing it.
Nah, but you got Carl Thomas. You gotta get Carl Thomas instead.
That's what I told him.
Man,
he was trying to fucking argue with me. I'm like this, my nigga. You're just good enough to remake the remake.
Oh shit.
Nah. But he killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tony did his thing, but Carl Thomas bodied it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he killed it. So you brought up the topic of cheating, and
right.
So that was a jewel too. That's a hidden jewel nobody really got to hit too. So
that's
check it out.
That's a banger, man. That's a banger. So
you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard it.
You like my shit, man. You really like. I thought you was just doing this shit.
I love 24K. Okay, I love 24K. That's my shit, bro. Like for real.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the fuck everybody has a copy except me. I don't even have a copy of that. But yeah, I don't want it. But tell me, come on, let's continue. Remy,
yeah.
That's caught sitting in a tree. There was K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Right, so it's with Easy the Block Captain, who's a battle rapper that she's managing, right?
I know who he is. I know exactly who he is because I'm a fan of battle rap. I know all of them.
Has attended every single Chrome 23 event, right? Except the last one when Easy battled Geechee Gotti.
That's right, Geechee Gotti said that.
Geechee's third round, he went crazy on Remy and she looked shook. Like everybody was like, damn.
She actually did a good job at fucking keeping a stone face. I gave her props for that.
But at certain parts she was like, damn,
every second. But most of the big ones she was hitting her with, she was there like, but after a while, when I rewatched it, I was like, that's the phase you have when you're thinking of probably you're in a fucking mountain somewhere and you're trying to erase the fact that you're in front of this, listening to the truth. And you could see in her eyes, she's like, either that or she was like turned on by how Geechee Gotti telling her the fucking truth. Maybe.
Turned on?
She was like this, like,
come on, man.
like not like that, but like looking in his eyes, like
Cuban, you tripping.
Like, when Goodfellas, when she came back with the gun in the blood,
right?
It just turned me on. Somehow,
So after that event, there was crazy rumors, and then the picture of her and Easy comes out of them at Red Lobster.
This rumors in my life. Come on, get
Cheddar biscuits, alcoholic beverage.
Cheddar biscuit. Who got cheddar biscuit?
So the question is, do you think Remy is capable of doing that?
Oh my God. What kind of fucking setup question is that? Is she capable? You for real? Capable?
You know her.
That's the better question. I should have been, more of it's like, is she capable of shooting somebody? This is like the same type of shit. We all know she's capable of that shit. But if you looked at Remy in the beginning, there's no way you could see, shit, she really shot somebody? Or, even though she talks that gangster, but she's a sweet looking, pretty young lady. Like, she looks a little innocent with the devil, but you can't see the devil in her shoulder, but she has a hoodie. But it's there. But is she capable? Oh yeah, 200%. Everybody's capable of doing certain things like that. Yeah, she wasn't, when she was around me, like the time we ever spent, she was never, I try to hook up with my man and shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? I would never, ever, even try to go there with my peoples, like those are like really close to me, but I always try to hook them up with like other niggas that I know, like my people, you know what I'm saying? I'll be putting people on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man think you got fat titties. I say it out of nowhere. Niggas be like this, looking at me like, But he might have said that, but not like that. Like he liked her or something. But I'll say some, some fresh
You're a
shit like that.
sick pervert. You know that?
Yeah, but they both know me. It's just that they don't know each other. So they both know me. They know I like to play. So I'll say some dumb shit like that to
You
put
got
people on
fat
spots.
titties. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, my man was looking at your ass crack while you was looking, like you was bending down. He looked at your ass crack. Like I say shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People be like, this is icebreaker.
Right.
I'm the icebreaker.
So, I mean, she was dating Pap for a real long time, right? And he held her down through prison. To be fair, though, to be fair, we don't know what kind of husband he is behind the scenes or if he did anything. But if these rumors aren't true,
we could speculate.
Right. But I'm saying, but if these rumors aren't true, it would be easy to just post a picture of yourself with Pap.
No pun intended. It would be easy. Easy. Easy there.
It would not be
cowboy.
hard to post a picture.
Slow down. That's an E. Pause.
It wouldn't be hard to post a picture of yourself with Pap or vice versa on the stories and put the rumors to bed, right? But they haven't.
Yes, that's the problem.
Months,
you see that? You see that? That's the thing about the truth. It's so easy to just say it. Say it if it's true. Defend yourself. But they don't do that. They try to let time go by. They try to not give no light to it. That's when the truth gets really fucking incredibly cocky. And it, fucks your whole life up because you're trying to hide it.
I mean, because the rumor's been going on for months. So it's kind of crazy that it hasn't really.
Yeah, but a
been
rumor is a
rest.
rumor. Like I said, I told you before about the industry. Sometimes they make rumors and stuff. Could be for, to build up a brand, to put attention to something, to a certain kind of, to a rapper, to an artist. The rumors like that I sometimes use to break artists or to get somebody before they could drop an album for publicity shit. But, yeah, we've been past the part of just a rumor of, them having a thing together. Well, now it's like, okay, there's some hands was put on somebody.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Remember when there was the rumor that Easy and Pap fought at the event, right? She did come out.
No, it wasn't no Easy and Pap fought. It was Pap knocking the nigga out and back.
Okay, but she did come out and she tweeted, she's all like, you guys can stop with the Easy and Pap lies. She did say that, right? So if it's not true, and she said that we haven't seen any pictures though of her and him, or him even coming out and saying anything. So, but he's still been posting pictures of himself going out and everything.
Yeah, but he's ignoring it too much. And when the fuck did Papoose, a rapper that should get attention for his music and want to put light on his music because he's dope, when the fuck do an artist like that just say, I don't want this, I don't want the camera on me today? Never. I think, it never. I don't think he's into that level where he could just turn down cameras to get his fucking, career up and put some light and actually say something to whoever, to get that exposure. I don't think you'll turn down anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's no way they have the patience to be turning down shit like that. Like, okay, we're going to do it like this. We're going to turn down for 3 months. We're just going to make sure we don't do interviews. And then they've got to be masterminds to do things like that, to set something up like that. And for it actually not to be true, and it being like a publicity stunt to kick off her the Chrome 23 thing with the battle rap. If there was that, and we know that there's evidence that they did not have a relationship, that's genius. But I don't think they could do that. Not because I don't believe that they're smart enough. No, this is reality. Stop trying to make excuses for what reality. What's in front of you is what's in front of you. Like, it's people that saw that, they witnessed Papoose swing on Easy back in the stage and back at backstage and all of that. It's been but Easy the captain is really good too. Like all three of them niggas is fucking professionals. Like as far as like if it's not true, they're professional because they go to the grave with it. Like that would be me, right? Because there's got to be feelings involved, right? If Remy does this, that she cheats. If she would cheat, she would cheat with. I believe that she likes that type of kind of man. That fucking Zip the Drip is funny. That nigga Zip the Drip. Shout out to Zip the Drip. Y'all was watching this shit. The nigga said that Remy has a she's just totally in love with the Geico lizard. The Geico lizard. And then they can put the Geico lizard next to Papoose. Looks like Papoose a little bit. Then goes to Easy the Black Cat, puts the Geico lizard there. Even more, the Geico. So he just making a joke like, oh, zip the drip is crazy. And he said it in a way that you're not disrespectful, but funny, snapping, real like hood step shit. So that shit was, I couldn't fucking stop laughing with that one. But yeah, if she was to do that, man, I think she would be, I think feelings would have got involved. Either Easy the Captain had literally like real love, you know what I'm saying, for her in that relationship. If she's gonna leave Papoose, it's gonna be for a serious relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not just, you know, saying something like that. Or maybe because I can't believe that they both just see it like that. Like, oh, we just fucked and it's a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? When it's like of that caliber, like they both known Remy more than all of them, but they got their own right. They're all known. So as soon as these three parties that are out there in the media. So so I don't see that part. That's why I kind of believe they didn't do nothing. Because Eazy-E's not claiming a pussy. Easy the Black. Stop. My bad. Easy. Rest in peace. Easy the Black Captain is not. He's not claiming her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a man would stay with. Fuck it, yeah, nigga. That's my woman. Give me my woman. Not doing that shit on some macho. I love you. That's love. That love makes you do that. And Remy is not really, which not too many girls do that, unless they all the way in love with a nigga. They'll go, I love him. She's like, I know that. Y'all niggas lying. So, and then Papoose is not fighting for his fucking wife like he should be. Like, yeah, that bitch cheated on me. Because that's a moment of rage that every man has. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's 1,000 TMZs niggas watching over the fucking their houses. They'll catch that. So that hasn't been caught.
And that's the thing, though, is that like we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like if Papoose cheated on her too, or like we don't know like what's.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Cheating. I mean, it doesn't matter. But cheating to that degree makes no sense. Like to fucking ruin a kind of outlook of how people looked at them representing black love like that.
Yeah, it's really disappointing for a lot of people if it's true.
It's deeper than just having a sex or, you know what I'm saying, being just a regular woman at that point. Because, you know what I'm saying, your story is some, story that's heartfelt, that's on some ghetto novel romance shit. You know what I'm saying, that some ghetto fabulous love. You know what I'm saying, that doesn't happen, every fucking day. Like, nigga did 10 years with you in jail. You know what I'm saying?
She did 6 years.
You think Papoose cheated on her when she was in jail? It's harder to fucking do what Papoose did. Not cheat on your wife when, she's in jail and you out here with, in the world.
Unless she gave him a hall pass or something.
Nigga, we from the hood. Who the fuck nobody gets a hall pass in the hood, nigga?
I'm just saying.
Who the fuck does that? Nobody
does
that. That's different color. Like, that's a whole different thing, my nigga. Hall passes. Nigga, we don't do that. Niggas don't do that from the hood. A hall pass. Maybe the bucket list shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit. The bucket list, some girls out here say that, but that's like the ones that be working and shit. I'm talking about the hood ones. Because we come from the hood neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't believe in the hall passes. They don't believe in it. They'll fuck up anybody. That ghetto love is serious. I don't give a fuck if you see your favorite artist, even though, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of love from the hood. And it's fucking some ladies and their husbands proposing shit to me sometimes. And I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. You're not doing that with y'all.
Wait a minute. No. See, that's just nasty. That's nasty.
It's not nasty. It's just the life of the linkster. The life of a fucking celebrity.
Wait, so you saying...
I think it's celebrities. I don't want to be that conceited and think that I just go through this. Like, it's got to be other people.
You saying another man proposed to you both fucking their wife or something like that?
Yeah, like they had a meeting one day in their own life, in their own privacy one day in their life. I don't know them. And they said, yo, if I ever was to run up to certain kind of people, they're giving themselves excuses, or not excuses, but like permission, even though they were married. They were like, oh, so her shit was like, oh, see, Cuban Link, she had my name in the list. I guess. And he had his list. And
Oh, he had
he's
you
the
on
one.
his list too?
No. Stop being the fucking panda that I'm trying to change you because, Closet is definitely your favorite song. So, you fuck my whole head up with it. This is what you do. So what I'm saying is that the dude is the one who say, show me pictures, everything. This internet shit too, and in real life. But I'm saying, one dude, this happened to me a good 4 or 5 times in my life. And I can never get down with that. Like, that's not my fucking thing. Like, niggas expect for the couple to come. Like, oh yeah,
Why?
so fucking
Let me
crazy.
ask you a question.
But picture this one. Picture that. Picture me being, all right, let's do it. Right? A couple comes, hey, wife, and I'm over here talking about like a fucking job interview. This is the job interview. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what you doing here, nigga? Like, did you came too? Nigga wanted to be there to watch this whole thing go down. And no, I was like, my nigga, I'd rather just fuck up behind your back or something. You know what I'm saying? If anything, like, I'm not doing this. Like, that's not even kinky to me. My dick wouldn't even get up.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas is like that.
Why does every
I'll be
interview
thinking
turn
of
to some
kids and
crazy
shit.
shit like this?
Because this is how, because you come from the fucking Amazon, the wildest trees ever in America. You come from that part of the town, so the air there is not that thick, it's thin, so it makes you want to be a fucking horny panda for your life. So that's why you bring that out of me, because I'm from a whole different coast too. I'm from the fucking Cuban land. So it triggers the fucking, it triggers the Atlantic Ocean to splash against the rocks. And, I'm fucking with you.
Final thoughts on the Remy situation.
Cutting my whole presentation off.
Sorry, okay, go ahead.
So the guy came into the room, right? And the wife took him for time. Nah, I'm fucking with you. So, yeah, but that happened to me, where it's proposition like that. So we was talking about Papoose and Remy. They have a hall pass or a ball pass. I don't know what it was, but I doubted that they have anything like that, being who they are. You know what I'm saying? They already seen everybody, all the stars inside the game. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for what they have a hall pass for? Now, I said before, Joe and Lorena, I know for a fact they do their locomotion with each other. You know what I'm saying? Revolving doors in that fucking bedroom is what they do. And now, since TA with the asshole licking, forget about it. That shit is a fucking circus in there. So, that shit is Joey, Benlam, and Bonnie Circus. Joey, Benlam, and Loretta Circus. But Remy now, I thought of her being more not out there like that on sex. I mean, she might be a freak. She always talks some freaky shit and shit, even though she has the fucking, tone loc, a little bit of voice, you know what I'm saying, from smoking the blunt so much. So sometimes she's sexy, sometimes might, you know what I'm saying, might sound like, the balls dropped for a minute because it's just too deep. The voice is a little too deep, and at the end of the day, she's beautiful, and that's Rem. Not like that before. I'm not changed the whole, she hasn't talked to me in years. So it's not like we fucking even, how you say, whatever the fuck it is. We have a fucking, a crazy relationship, me and the terror squad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know them. They act like they don't know me and they never met me in my life. So sometimes I sound crazy when I say things like that, because like I'm not trying to really tell you this because I don't like them. It's just I'm putting her in the category as regular women, pretty woman, a woman that's out there as a celebrity. Him, Papoose the same way. Then relationships like that is really hard to keep, especially if your relationships out there to the world in a certain type of way. Like, that shit works against you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It works against you because you expect it to live to that standard. And that triggers the old fucking, you know what I'm saying? The little devil in the clit, the demon in the balls to come out and do some stupid shit. And then you get caught and then you look like a hypocrite to the world. You got people throwing stones at you, like Lady Magdalene. You know what I'm saying? And then Jesus has to draw the line so that nobody fucking hits you with a rock. That's the road that I'm talking about. I might, you know what I'm saying? And I got the hoodie today. I look like Cuban from Nazareth. So I might draw the line in the sand, make sure Remy doesn't get hit with no more rocks, and she could explain to the crowd what happened to Easy to Block Captain. Why was he in Red Lobster's dipping your biscuits? We have to find out these answers for Papoose, because Papoose is not really trying to even let us know anything. So Panda fuck. Don't let me talk too much because I'll fuck it up. Keep on.
So I ended up interviewing King Tone, right? And he said that there was a situation between the.
That's it? We wrapping it up with Remy, right?
Yeah. Unless you got
So
something.
salute to Remy. Here's a little shot of Henny for the Remy.
Is that really Henny?
To the haters, yeah.
That's a lot of Henny.
To my friends, to the haters is Remy. To my friends, you could call it Henny. But to those that know me, it's called iced tea. Powder iced tea.
So I ended up interviewing King Tone, and he said there was a situation between the Kings.
Long live King Tone. Shout out to Paul Rilla. I remember we did a song too. He shouted him out. Those the first words that came out of his mouth. Shout out to King Tone.
Can I talk now?
Nope.
Can I talk?
My show.
Please?
Fuck you. My show. Mine.
So he spoke about a situation between the Kings and Joe and Pun where they had a meeting. Do you know about that?
No. But salute to King Tone. Very special brother.
You don't know about that?
No, I don't. I don't, but I don't doubt it. It didn't happen. I believe King Tone. His word is authentic for me. I believe that I didn't do everything with, Pun and Joe. And I don't know. It has to be detailed more for me to see if I remember. Because I remember conversations definitely, and I know a Brooklyn situation happened with the Bloods, I think. And it hasn't been spoken about, but it was some shit that they was trapped in a basement. I had my brother in the basement with Joe. They didn't let him come out, some shit. But that got resolved. But I know that back into it. With the Kings, we never have no problems. The only thing with the Kings, I remember me and Pun did the first Puerto Rican Day Parade. When he first had, right before Capital Punishment came out. Joe had the float. And we was on it, and we got there early, downtown Manhattan, where they start the float at. All the floats are lined up. And I had my Cuban colors, right? But I had a red, what you call that shit? A red, for the waves. Stocking cap, right? What do you call it?
The skull cap or the do-rag?
No, the do-rag.
There you go.
Red do-rag on. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't growing waves. And that was just a style back then, right? The do-rag. So I had a red do-rag, blue, a white, my white shirt and blue pants. That's the color of our flags, Puerto Rico and Cuba. But since I had the red do-rag, and this is early in the morning. It's like fucking like 7 o'clock. Me and Pun got there early to the float to get ready. So, that shit leaves out, you got to get your name called, then they let you go through the whole thing. The Puerto Rican Day Parade Festival. You understand? So you know how big that shit was back in the days. That's when it was popping. It was two, Land Kings, they make themselves very present in this parade. They got their own shit, their own, time in there. They got their own float sometime. And they walk out there and they march and they preach peace. You know what I'm saying? And proudness of Puerto Rico. This time it was two dudes, like me and Paul was on top of the float, like just us. Pun was, sitting down by the float. And like I said, it was early. There was two dudes across the street and they walking. And they do this shit to me. They start throwing fucking signs. And I'm like, yo, Pun, what the fuck them niggas doing over there? Pun looked at me and was like, I don't know, niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? I was getting things ready on top of the float. But then I looked again and the dude went like this to me. He went like this. What, nigga? Like this, like beefing from across the street. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, nigga, I'll see you later, nigga. Like, I hear him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm confused. They thought I was a Blood. That was the time, but Bloods was actually moving into New York. Like, they were seldom of it, but in jail, they was already rocking in jail.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So they thought of me like I'm sellout. It's almost some sellout shit because I'm Spanish. And I got a red, do-rag on there. It looked like I'm a Blood. which that wasn't even in my fucking mind. Like, this is our colors. This is my red triangle. This is my white star and my blue stripes. This is a color that we, you know what I'm saying, we represent. How the fuck y'all niggas thought that was because our red do rag. So that's how crazy it was back then with that Latin Kings as far as that. So that was just a little story I want to say because I know that even though we know like niggas like Stevie, those are original like, Latin King members that we know, me and Pun know, we never been kings. We are kings, you know what I'm saying? And we are Latino kings. Always thought ourselves like that. But as far as like the gang and all of that, the street crew and all of that, never got inducted to no kind of street crew like that. We rock with each other like brothers. But we represent our people. Definitely represent our people to the fullest. And King Tone made me proud. That
Isn't it true?
It made me
though,
proud of it.
Isn't it true that they wanted Big Pun to become a part of the Latin Kings?
Of course they did. That's of course anybody who's out there like with the gift that Pun had and is out there not because he's just getting that love in the camera. It's because they love Pun. Nigga, his talent was incredible. You know what I'm saying? I got some of that love too. You know what I'm saying? They definitely wanted us to be part of that. They want to get the claim us because they loved us so much. Not because, you know what I'm saying, there's never been no extortion plots ever like on me this way or threatening us if you don't become the kings. No, there was always like the kings I know, always been individual love. It never been on some business, yo, I need y'all to come do some shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Joe probably was doing things that way. Maybe he did certain things that way. Maybe he had that meeting. Maybe he used the kings for something. Maybe I don't know.
The way that he described it, that there was kind of like a petty disagreement or something. So they sat down.
And he might have used the blood. Niggas be saying that they might have used the blood when I got cut. Back then, not everybody was getting cut and shit like that. So it was like, who cuts people in the face? And that's when like the blood, you know what I'm saying, was doing things like that. So I don't know. But there was rumors that, niggas, Joe be higher, it went to that side so it won't act like, my own team did it. So it's a lot of shit, So I don't know. I don't know if the meeting though, if there was a meeting.
It was like over like a petty disagreement before Pun's album came out. And then like Tone was there and Pun was like, all of this is just like, it's not really that important. Is dumb. Like my album's about to come out.
I believe that was my brother.
Yeah.
Was my brother.
And then
it's
going to be so important. Man, roll the clip.
There was a situation, Frankie Cutlass, fell out of grace. They had a little family dispute there. Someone said Son Slick. And at that time, people believed Frankie Cutlass was a king. So I went to talk to Joe about it. It bothered me. I didn't like that it came out on the radio and they were portraying my nation as like punks, right? So I went. Joe was man enough to bring Pun. We sat on the table in Jimmy's Cafe. We talked about the problem. The brother was very respectful to me. So was Pun. Pun fell in love with us, and I fell in love with Pun. And he was going to come out with his album, so they needed to put out all his, all the posters up. And I really told him the Kings will do anything for you, Pun and Joe. We'll do anything as a support. We're there for you, the Chicago. We all love y'all. All we want y'all not to forget us, right? To tell our stories like they tell their stories. But my heart, after the man I seen on the table and the way he didn't want me and Joe and us to go to war over some stupid shit his brother said, and he said it's stupid, Tone, and you acting stupid, that's just like Tone. That's what Pun told King Tone. Pun told King Tone right at the table for Joe. He said, Tone, you being stupid. That shit's so stupid. Like he was the nature of it, and he laughed. He ordered food. It was so small, that bullshit to him. His bigger picture was my album's coming out and I'm going to go platinum, Tone. Help me get my message out. And I said, damn, that's the thing, not the shit I'm arguing about. I have to help him blow up. If I pay attention to this beef, I would have never met him. I would have never understood why he cut that album and what he wanted and how he already knew he was the best.
He was the first nigga to snuff you and set it off. But he's also the first peacemaker and the glue that binds people together. He was also that. But he was the stupid thug nigga from the corner that, you catch him in the wrong day and you look at him, he's gonna snuff you. Like we all have those traits, but he definitely was on that like that. But he loved the Kings.
Tone said that he was an honorary member. They consider Pun an honorary member.
And that's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's a privilege. And I salute King Tone once again, man. I've seen all the parts of his interviews with you. Not because, he spoke on just me and Joe's situation. He's a very smart, intelligent dude, man. Salutes, my hat goes off to him. He's a real true leader. His words of a leader. He sounds like a guy that's ready to be fucking president. And you know what I'm saying? He sounds, and because he's believable, and he's really, I think, you know what I'm saying? He made me believe that he's about what he says. And that's honorable. That's something, a quality I love, and I salute. Wish many more people had. It's great to hear. It was a refreshing thing to hear somebody talk about my people like that. You know what I'm saying? And just people, just unity. I'm saying, because I know he's talking the Latin love and all of that, and black and brown, but he's talking to everybody. He's talking, like, when I look at Farrakhan, I love Farrakhan's speeches. Even though he's talking about black proud and he's pro-black, I know he's speaking to just humanity. If you go listen, it's no color to creed. It's all, we all together as a human race. But, you know what I'm saying? So when he says he is the leader of the Latinos, like, he's a leader. He's been a leader, even though he was a gang leader. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge that brother has, and he flipped it, how he's standing up for his community, he has to be saluted. It's powerful. It's powerful. It's Martin Luther King powerful. It's Malcolm X powerful. That's what I'm talking about, powerful. And I like it. It's like I said, not because he just talk. It's the way, his choice of words, his mannerisms,
right,
his vocabulary, and his feeling. His heart was involved.
He said that in prison he studied the great speakers, and that's how he learned to be able to get people together, right? And you can
study.
tell.
You can study the format.
You can tell.
Can't study the details and ingredient in what you're saying and how you feel about it. You can't be that much of a good liar. Not to fool me. You know what I'm saying? So when you saying things, even though it's in speech way, form a speech form, what you're saying is what captivates people. Captivated me. On how he looks, his mistakes, how he learned from his mistake, what he's been through, that makes him believable. That makes, you know what I'm saying, that gives him the power he has in his voice, that he's been through it.
So speaking of that, right? So he was talking about you and Joe, and he wanted to get you.
And
guys
I met that brother.
What?
I met him.
Yeah. He spoke about that. He said that he met you guys
one time.
He met you one time in the studio when he came to check somebody that was talking shit about him after he.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was there for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that type of real environment. Shout out to Kano, you know what I'm saying? Porilla, Zay, all them niggas out there, man. 326, the whole movement. I fuck with all of them, you know what I'm saying? My brothers, you know what I'm saying? For years.
Right. So he said that he wanted you and Joe to squash it, and that he would be at the table to help facilitate that, right? He asked Joe to apologize in a way of him being the leader and him admitting to his faults and everything. So to take responsibility for what he's done. Man, roll the clip.
So that's what I'm telling Joe. It's all right to face your wrongs, the pain, revisit them when you think you already said sorry. And I could never stop saying sorry enough to a person I hurt. Because if their trauma continues, it's a word that I could say to reassure them that I am living it with them, and I'm still remorseful to the day till they get to the strength where they could forgive me and just respect me. And I think that's what I'm saying to Joe, right? As me as a leader, it's going to hurt and it's going to be embarrassing because some of the shit they say might not be true. Some of it is going to be true. But what is the value of you going to sit down and giving that to the community as the leader? So maybe this will rest. And like you said, because Cuban them will follow, they're going to follow as long as they still see you as a leader because you're still alive and you're still there. I know people, bad leaders, we put them to rest. So with Joe, I know his life has been a long one in this game, and then he's been around for everybody to criticize like me. And it's easy to do that. But he's got to be the leader like I am. And I'm not saying I'm great, but everybody knows I try to revisit those I hurt so I could clear the path for tomorrow and for us to have a better, as a Latin kings and the nation, that those that say, Tone, you fucked up the movie and you fell on your face. You left us for dead and you were preaching that good shit. Then when you left, look, we divided and we fell apart. You know what I say? You're right. I fucked it up. I was the leader. And as good as I was, I shouldn't have done that shit, man. You're right, shorty.
What do you think about
I
him?
appreciate that. I appreciate nothing but great appreciation. Felt like, the way he put it, it's the importance that I give my life and our situation. So it's glad to see that somebody, somebody with that stature, with that experience, with that street resemblance, like to us, which is a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like a concierge. You go and discuss things, and he'll come up with the answer. Actually, that was one situation that not to veer off from that, but I just caught a flashback right now of when we was having me and Joe was having a little, like, in the beginning. We later on already, when I was I was about to drop my album, we was having disagreements. And Pun, I think it was the same time of Pun and him was, Pun told him lower the number, that 50% shit, and he was going back and forth, so he kind of lost a little bit. Like, he was kind of his mind was lost, and he was going through with me, like, we're not fighting, but we was really arguing. On the low, he went to see Charlie. He told me, you know what, I'm gonna go see Charlie tomorrow, so he could give me his take on all this, maybe find some solution. That's how deepness that, like, Charlie played a role. That's why when Charlie said certain things, I believed him. That Joe looked up to him.
Charlie Rock?
You know what I'm saying? Charlie Rock.
Okay.
So he went to see Charlie Rock because we was having like you know what I'm saying? It was too much things going on in like the Terror Squad circle within us, that he was man enough to say that to me and say it to us. Say, yo, you know what I'm saying? That he's gonna go check his man, Charlie Rock. He's gonna go him a visit. He's gonna speak about it so he can have a, so he could, you know what I'm saying, give him some advice. You know what I'm saying? I remember that he said that. So that's why another reason why I say, like, I know that the love them two had was real, and Joe looked up to this nigga. So how could he treat him like that later? Anyway, that's another thing. I just want to give you that shit because it hit me back when it talks about leadership, and somebody you look up to or you go to for advice to fix something in your life, and you respect that about them. So that's how King Tone sounded me. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, he sold me with to that. He's a very honorable dude. His speeches, but his words that he used, how he told it from both sides. Usually I'd be like this, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop, don't let them gas you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be talking sometimes when niggas be talking about Joe in a good way. I'll be like this, nigga, that nigga gassing you, he lying. The way he said it, the way he was speaking about even Joe, I was like, it making sense.
You felt that he was
That
fair.
means he was really down the middle, fair, to the point of speaking for the people, like a fan, speaking for the fans or the people, or even family members that want to see this resolved.
Right.
He was the perfect vehicle to be used to do that, to relate to me, for me to relate to. That's the props I want to give him. I'm not saying that he gassed me on any way that, oh, let me forgive it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for me to listen to him, because that's something that I know if he says it like this out here, I'm sure he has no problem saying it to Joe in his face and represent what he meant. And what he meant and what I took that he meant and what he said was exactly how real niggas put down. They get to a room and they start talking, just like, you know what I'm saying, by words like that, by explaining it like that. And the reason that I understand that is because I know that if I step out myself, that's my voice right there. What King Tone was saying, that position of talking and how like what we mean to the community, what we mean to hip hop is how I feel that I mean to hip hop. And he looked at me in that way, which I salute him for, because that's definitely how I see myself and I carry myself. So when I do things, I know I don't want to shame my community. I want to let down my people, black, brown, white, whatever. My human race of people. I carry myself with the honor. That's why in some fights I can't run. I feel like, my people won't run. Think of my fucking Indians from back, and that's inside of me won't run while I'm running. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? And then, My black side. When I spit this shit and I got hops, I start dunking in basketball. That's my black side, nigga. You know what I'm saying? My conquering shit, as far as like conquering to take my people and become bigger than as far as social level, to become higher in economic level and reach, you know what I'm saying, for that top, to be somebody known. That's my Spaniard side, conquerors. That's how I look at it. And those are the ingredients that I feel I represent with my heart and passion. And if you know, so I know people don't see that like I see it, but I see it like that. And you know, I treat that goes down all the way down to the roots with me, and that's how I see my people. As I see, you know, people, but my people even more. We got those traits in us. So you know,
Yeah, you know, I had to really commend him on the stuff that he said, because like he was saying that, you know, he hopes one day he can sit with Joe and say this actual things directly to him, right? About how he feels about the situation. And you could tell he kept it real, because he was saying like he hopes that like one day it could be more about the music again, and that you guys could get, you know, in a versus and really rip it, you know, and really be able to compete. And but you know, I really try to get the point across that you've told me before, that if Joe was able to show humility and admit to his faults, the things that he's done, that you would be receptive to it. But the problem is that he doesn't do that. It's like and I told Tone that too. I said that because
it's not in him. It's not in him to do that though. I already know that, right? Now me being that closed-minded, you might say I'm closed-minded, or yo, it's just like, you know, he showed me enough. I know. That's, I pride myself in being smart because life taught me
right
things. And, you know, like I said, he walks like a duck, talks like a duck. For how many times? Fucking 10, 20 years later, still talking and quacking like a duck. He's a beluga. I said that to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's who people are. People are going to show you. Believe them when they show you. Because that's who they are, you know, their intentions. You know what I'm saying? He's demeaning me. That's the most thing about Joe. He demeans those, but not even those. I'm putting me. Tried to demean me, so I say I ain't shit compared to him. And you always gave me that about me. So he never made me, because when I look back at it, I made you, nigga. You're the one trying to steal from my work. You demean me by talking about me like I'm not as good as you, or I'm not as good to make it. But I made it. The people showed me that I could make it. I got the talent to do it. It was the people that showed me, that gave me my confidence. It was my best friend that put me on. So when I look at all these things over my career and everything, you had the smallest part to do with it. You could have did the most. The only time you should have made, for you to make anything, is promotion, getting on there. Pun did that already. Put me on off the books. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was your connections. They got him there, but Pun paid you over 20 times over. And yeah, I'm his man. And I even signed to you and gave you money. So I pay my dues. And then when it comes to making music and things that last over monumental music things, I did. My first album, I had songs that still last to this day, that changed people's lives. So I did my job as an artist, as somebody that belongs in this field of music, or in the genre of music, that's good at it. Why are you the only one that's telling me that I'm not good enough? But I already proved it, but yet you're taking my stuff. That's what you got to think about. So your intentions, even then, because that I just was too naive to still believe that, yo, we family, and Pun, the glue, he didn't want that to happen. So my brother, I can't go, you know what I'm saying? I held back a lot too, my brother. I did what I did, not be a yes man, because I can't be a yes man. Can't like that without, you know what I'm saying? I gotta love you. And even then, I'll tell you, motherfucker, you're a dickhead, you're wrong. I'll still tell you that, but on the low, with me and you, because I love you. But yeah, there's many things I held back and shit. Um, but I spoke. I got to speak the truth to make sense, not to start problems and anything. When I seen something funny or wrong that he was doing, especially about my business, I voiced my opinions. And maybe, you know, that took him understanding I'm not a yes man, I'm not going to stay shut. And you cannot jerk me. Not like that. Not like you probably think you jerked other people. Or I'm not that type of soft nigga you could do that to. So, you know, I wasn't even thinking about that because you're my friend now. We went through a lot of things to get this together. Now you're doing some funny shit. Come on. You know, so that was another topic. But
So what do you think about what Tone was saying? Pun has not been able to rest because of all the tumultuous beef back and forth and
I mean,
how
listen.
it's not about the music. Man, roll a clip.
So what I'm saying, our brother Pun been resting for a long time, or has he? It is us that keeps a spirit at unease when he sees his loved ones fighting and disputing things that are really irrelevant to the big fact that the only one hearing the noise is the community and not him. And he can never come back for them to do him right and to fix the wrongs they did. The way we could honor Pun, Cuban, Fat Joe, all of us is to sit at a table and squash that dumb shit and say where we hurt and where we mad, and maybe we'll never talk again, but we'll never divide our community again over our differences. Because two damn men's difference of an emotion should not divide a young generation in rap music of who's good and who's bad. That's not the subject. Are we gonna move on forward and honor his name with a unity and respect? And where we stop arguing this foolishness of what's happening in a time where Pun is never gonna benefit from what the fuck we're doing right now.
Or, you know, moving the legacy ahead, but it's more about what has transpired.
He's a leader. He's a leader. So he's supposed to think like that. He's supposed to have that thought. That's the sentimental part of it. That's him letting, letting me know, to watch. Well, not even, what I got from him saying that was from me, like, because this is the truth. By me going, just like I did with Tony Sunshine, by me going to the length that I'm going to, and you know I'm telling the truth by now, right? You know, I ain't gonna cap about what I'm saying. And you know I have the right to say what I say. He said it. He said, yeah, he's in pain. He's hurt. When he says that, I don't think it's nothing soft, because that's a man that went through, and he said what he did, and similar to what he see me going through. He saw that in his life. He was Joe once. That's what he said. And he had to make amends, because that made him shine brighter. That made his inner self get stronger. That made him become the great leader that he wants to become. That's something he had to do to grow up, to really see, to put himself in other people's shoes so he could understand and relate to them more and feel their pain, because we are a team. His people is his people that he's trying to see move up and be better in the future. So he's doing it for that type of sense. So when he says he sees the pain, and it is pain. It's pain. But it's pain of kicking myself. Kicking myself for a lot of things. I'm not even going to go. I think I told y'all enough, but I really get disappointed at me at the end. Even though you can't stop other people from doing you wrong, but you can stop you from having that type of behavior where you're so inviting for people, you're so naive and them not doing you wrong, being naive of just because, we spend this time together, you my brother, just because I saw your kids and I stood with your kids and we went to dinner and we spent so many countless dinners together and we shared time with each other so close that you're supposed to be my brother like that. I'm saying that about me, but anybody could get caught in that. People get caught in shit like that. So I still blame myself more for getting caught acting like that. You know what I'm saying? To give people, but that's part of who I am. So I'm really in a fight with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I never changed because that happened to me. I never stopped being unsocial. Yeah, I did more things to like physical stuff to people that deserved it. I always kept that in my head. They gotta deserve it. Give it to them, because I know that if you do that shit, karma gonna come back. If you do that shit on some bully shit, start stealing, you do anything negative and that on some more like selfish shit for evil shit, it's gonna come back to you. I always believe that. So that's why I make sure when I give it to somebody something, then I started really preamping, because when you're in war, you gotta start preamping, okay, who's on your side, who's not on your side. And you gotta do what you gotta do. So sometimes I did do that, but they deserved it. Not because I'm a fucking narcissist or I think but no, certain situations calls for different measures. certain measures. So yeah, I went through that. At the end of the day, confrontation, a real talk, a real fight, fair fight, a real understanding of this nigga you see here is a man, honorable, real nigga man, talented. Not to say that I gotta be in your level of talent. You can think whatever you want, but give me the respect that I deserve, that I put in, that I work for. Do not cheat me by denying me, deny my work, because I used to be under your umbrella.
Undeniable.
And things like that. And that's what he's done. And those traits to me are of a fucking rat, of a snake, of a fucking, a vermin. He's a vermin. Like I detest those things. Like somebody who thinks they're better than you because maybe they got more money. Maybe they feel they live bougies, whatever they want. Those people I never liked in my life. Racist people. People that just don't like another person because of a color of their skin. I hate those type of niggas. Now, we can't feed into the same thing. We can't give that same energy back to those. When I say hate, I mean, I hate it because I wish that they didn't have that trait. So it's how the solutions are what? That's another thing I did through my transformation as far as like, through a area, I'm telling you, solutions. You know what I'm saying? We get stuck with problems so many times. And I said, I'm not going to be in, fuck a problem. You know what I'm saying? What's a problem? Like, the problems, I don't like problems. Like, problems is what? Find a solution. Always think of a solution. Don't get stuck in a problem where that shit stresses you, makes you sick inside. You know what I'm saying? Made you age more. You know what I'm saying? Try to live your life as free as you could. As do what you want from your heart more. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the people you have around you. Make those choices very smartly, very, sometimes selfishly. Fuck that. I had a right to think selfishly because I've never been selfish in my fucking life before that, as far as how other niggas been fucking selfish with me. So I'm being selfless, and other niggas are acting like, you know what I'm saying? They play me. My own people are fucking playing against me, and I didn't see how it was hurting me until, you know what I'm saying? I had that conversation with myself, and God opened my eyes to that. You know, he took the blindfold off the third eye.
I think that King Tone has a lot of empathy for your situation and the way that
Because he feels just like me. He feels just like me, and I could tell. Yeah. He just don't want to, he don't want to fucking say what I say about you. But he feels the same way about you. 100%. And I could tell.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far to say that.
Well, me. But I'm the one who went through it. I'm the one who went through it, and I know certain type of individuals in my 48 years. I know the real motherfuckers. I know niggas that stand on honor, integrity, without fucking compromising it, ever. It's those that be like, oh, in this situation, I'm like, no, I'm talking about you can't compromise those things. When you compromise one time, it's over. It's over.
Now, I do know that he detests anybody that is blackballing you because when that part got brought up, he said that, man, wrote a clip.
Cuban Link got it all. And those who blackball them, you're a bunch of cock-sucking punks. The worst thing there is an industry of people who ride penises to keep their status quo while hurting niggas that got the talent and the love and the grace to do better. If you the people that should go to hell because you enforce other people's nonsense, because you're weak and you're cowards and you can't stand on your own. So like I said, I'd rather die standing up, being King Tone, free, talking positive, than live on my knees with a dirty leader telling me to go kill somebody I never seen or known. That's freedom. In rap and anything. I'm going to rap my music freely. And if you're going to make me a slave, I'd rather be in the underground than be on the top of the ground with you. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm telling Cube. He got the respect of the people and the love of the people. Then let that shit float where Joe float, right? We love you and we support you and we understand your trauma and why you're angry. But now we're here for you. Let's move on and let's change your future so you could blow up like you were supposed to. And the black ballers, they're going to have to just see black balls because we're going to the top.
You guys are cocksuckers and stuff like that. Like he went off on that part.
And that's how I know. Yeah. That's how he let me know because anybody. But you got to put yourself in that situation. That's the thing that people don't do. Put yourself in my shoes. I mean, that's what I do. Before I do something to somebody, I always put, what would I done? So, because that's how I find out if they meant what they did. Even if it was a bad thing, you know that, you had choices. You don't have to do that. You did that. You went out your way to do that to hurt me, or you gonna get it. Because you deserve to get got. Because I gotta teach. And I won't never say that, I gotta teach you a lesson because I'm bigger than any human. No, I think God wants me. That's how, I think that's the line between insanity and fucking being a genius. Because now it's like I talk to God and be like, oh, he told me to, God put me to fuck you up.
This is God's work. So, that's what you thinking?
Yeah, well, it is. But I can't be going around saying that shit because it makes me look like I'm trying to be God. I'm mocking God. No, I'm not mocking God. But I know in my heart, in my gut, I know real, I know good, I know evil. I know, and I always mean good. I always mean good. I always never go in a situation thinking of anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless we starving or something, I got to do fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got to rob somebody. Then it's different. And I still won't do it like that. I'd rather rob a nigga straight up with a gun. Be like, give me your shit. Instead of doing a plan of how to fucking get to his kid and then this evil shit. Now you're doing too much. And you know what I'm saying? That shit comes back to you. That kind of karma comes back to you. That's how I always felt. So, I stayed away from that. Selling crack and all that drug shit. I wasn't good with that for that reason.
I definitely want to give a shout out to King Tone because he's a really honorable brother. The way that he, our interview went and the things that he said. That's why I told him.
Dopest interview, including me being in your fucking. That's the dopest interview you got.
Really, you really think so?
I really feel that's the most enlightening interview that you've done, and you played along with him. Your dialogue was crazy, not as great as us, but
it was really positive, and it had such a really powerful message. It didn't get as many views, but I didn't really care about that.
It's okay. No. That's when you go hard. You go hard now. You go hard.
It was so important.
It's very important
to have that kind of conversation. And, I told him, because I wasn't even planning to ask him about Terror Squad or anything, but he told me on the phone that he wanted to give a different perspective on it.
But but I wasn't even listening to my part yet. It didn't come out.
Right.
I was already
you were listening to it from the beginning. And
I
was his like, message. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I put him, I was like, because I met him, you know what I'm saying? And I knew about King Tone. I seen a speech where they were doing it, I think, Connecticut, in the church. And he's always a great speaker. You know what I'm saying? But then he got caught up. He did the time. So it made him look like a little hypocrite, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Using the people for bad shit. He learned from that. He got on your fucking, in your podium, explain himself. He gave to himself the mercy of his people, mercy of everybody. And said he was wrong.
Right.
He's wrong. And by his actions, if you see his actions now, you can tell what he's about because you see what the positive work he's doing, why he lived his life, how he's trying to teach. You know what I'm saying? What he preaches what he says. You know what I'm saying? He does what he says. So he's living his life and he talks it.
Yep.
And that's what you could expect for somebody. And that's a leader. And he wants to help. He wants to help. It's not like you know what I'm saying? He has a motive. He's talking from love.
Yeah. You can tell.
I see that.
You can tell that he spent a lot of days looking in that mirror and having to deal with his shit, and he told.
And Joe is not going to like him. Joe is not going to like him because Joe's going to say, oh, try to be like me. I'm not bigger than me, nigga. I'm the biggest bichongo in the street. I'm the biggest leader. I'm the best leader ever. That some people have that. I think Joe has the quality like that to chat, to bump heads with that instead of accepting it.
Well,
and being like, he's right. You hear what he said? You hear what he said? Sometimes you're not right. Sometimes you hurt people. Didn't Joe say that about his book? He got told about all the shit he hurt. It was an interview talking about, I was a bad guy back in the days. Did you go handle it? Because it's a way to go really make amends with that. I think Tone knows the answer to that.
I really liked what King Tone said when he was addressing Joe and saying that sometimes we thought we said sorry, but we really didn't say sorry. We said it like covered in bullshit or like, you know what I mean? Like we didn't really address it how somebody really needs to hear it. Man, roll a clip.
But is not willing to open it up and to experience the pain again, even though he changed, even though he wants to express this to Cuban, like you said, Cuban. He's hard in his heart towards the voices because he feels they never heard him when he said sorry. The point is, did you say sorry or did you claim it, right? And that's what I mean. Sometimes we thought we said sorry to our partner and he didn't hear it because you didn't say sorry. You said it in a manner that was covered in chocolate bullshit.
Mm.
So he might have felt he said sorry, but the way you said it wasn't the way it was expected because sometimes our sorry are half-ass covered in pain and embarrassment that we don't say it openly.
A sorry's not a sorry. Even if you say sorry and you act like you're not sorry, what's louder?
Right. Actions are louder. Right.
Now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And King
Like a
Tone.
nigga say sorry. It's like, yeah, like, no, nigga over, yo, I'm sorry. Yeah, not my friend, but shitting on my name, see a nigga in the poorhouse. You don't give a fuck. You're not sorry. You old enough to understand what you did. You got eyes, you got ears, you got a heart. You don't got you know how it is. Would you like for somebody to do this to you? What would you do if somebody do this to you? Most answers be like, I would have been killed that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas that tell you straight up like that in the street, I'd have been body that nigga. Make me feel like I'm pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like inside, it's a part of me like, you don't think I want to do that? You fucking bitch, but I'm a fucking rapper and I'm in the fucking Joseph's life. You don't think I fight with that? I fight with that.
It's an
You know
ego
what I'm saying?
thing.
And not because, no, it's not no ego. It's just, he might do this to somebody else. I got to get this nigga before you do it to somebody
But
else.
you don't think that it's
Look at it like that. Look at it like that.
okay,
Like,
okay,
I'd rather do this.
wait. This is a good conversation. This is a good conversation to have, okay? You don't think that part of it is an ego thing in like, how could I let somebody do this to me without teaching them a lesson, without having to...
No, not because it's selfish.
Huh?
I look at the big picture. I be like, this guy's a bad guy. This guy is a nigga that preys on, and I don't respect it because he prays after we become, he gets you to be friends and you have love for him is when he gets you. Because if you had a reason to get me on that way, and that this happened to me, it's because I deserved it, right? But I didn't deserve it. What happened if you didn't deserve it, you did it to a nigga that you know he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't deserve that. And even then later, he deserves, nigga. He loves music. Let that nigga fucking eat, son. Stop putting the fucking blocks on him. Why you keep, he not over there bothering you, stopping you, you know what I'm saying, to stop working. Why are you doing that?
So let me ask
So
you
you
this.
over,
Let me ask
you
you
know what I'm
this.
saying? So it's like you keep on. So that means that you deserved that first thought I had in my head. But me, in life, not stupid, right? Like I told you in many interviews, you can't just jump out the windows knowing you don't got wings. Or a fucking motor in the back that could fucking make you fly. So it's like you gotta be smart because at the end of the result, we've seen how many motherfuckers end up in the places, whether it's grave, whether it's jail cell, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's your enemy really worth it? So after, I know something happened to me that I didn't deserve. I feel bad enough. They got the worst out of me. They brought out the worst out of me. I get caught up in that trap where now the law gets me and fucking hangs me on their behalf, where they look like the fucking heroes at the end. I can't let that happen. You know? So
Let me
it's
ask you
just,
this, okay? So
just life.
if you had got your face sliced, but
Oh my,
but
we're going back to that. I thought we passed that. We're talking about King Tone, you fuck.
Hold on, okay? If
Yours
you had,
back to the fucking
if you had
imagery.
you brought that up. You brought that up.
I didn't say that. I told you, yeah, but I'm talking from a different perspective. You're
Okay,
going back into
but
the club.
I just want to ask this.
Nice.
Let me ask this once, okay? If you had just got your face sliced, but he didn't blackball you for 23 years, and would you have stopped talking about him? Would you have been able to move on with your career and everything?
Yeah.
You believe so? That
No.
it would.
No. I mean, yeah, I would have been a different kind of attack, though. It would have been it would have been a respectable behind the scenes, not even letting the public know, but we was going with it. And we wouldn't have you got to be on the camera. I wouldn't have talked about it. Never. Because I know that, okay, I'm living my life. I'm doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with other people that, you know what I'm saying, on my own merit, without him stopping or whatever. I'm building my own relationships, fairly, without nobody even hearing what you know what I'm saying, the poison he's done and him controlling them in that way, or, you know what I'm saying, just shitting on my career. I mean, on my name. And I got I got a fair shot to do what I do. So there will be more of my fault if I don't make it.
Right.
He's trying to make it seem like that. He's trying to make it seem like that's the situation.
That you just don't make good
with
music.
Me.
That's why you feel.
Yeah, like I don't make good music. I don't make good music. Like, I'm a drunk. I'm all of this. That's why I don't make it. He never had a hit. Or he never, this, that. That's what he's trying to make it, which is the worst lie you could ever say about me. You understand? So that means what after that? After the niggas say that about you and it's not true, then you gotta go, like I did go. It took me like 40-something years. So I'm like, this nigga really scared of me. Like, that's fear. That is fear. That cannot longer be just, you don't like me because of something, I'm saying regular. That's a fear. And that's the type of fear. That's a paranoid dude that knows what he did. And if I ever get up and he put his fucking feet in my shoes, he's going to hurt me. Because that's what he's doing to me. That's what he would do to me. Just like he's doing. That way. You understand? So that's fear. It's more fear. And that's more, and I'm not saying fear of me, but fear of himself, of his conscience, of his, the thing Tone was talking about. Going back and really meaning that apology that you thought you said but wasn't heard the right way because you couldn't even accept it yourself, nigga. That wasn't even fucking real that you said it because you didn't believe in yourself that you were sorry. You said it for the media, for the game, so they could fucking look at you like, oh, he apologized.
Well, he never did apologize, though.
No, I'm saying if he did,
if he did, okay, okay.
Should you say, sometimes he say sorry, they didn't hear it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't come out in the right way. I'm just saying, if that's the truth, he didn't even say sorry.
Right.
It's even worse. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even salute the stand-up shit even the enemy do. You know what I'm saying? To even have that at least be some prideful shit that you could go, hey, I mean, we going through our shit, but look, man, that nigga's still just a G nigga. I like that. Let me be a little nicer to him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Show him that I respect him a little bit. Nothing. The more you do that, the more you're trying to hide the truth, the more it becomes 100 proof. And that's who I am, nigga. And that's why I say about the truth all the time. His truth, the truth about those situations. That's why I put it in a bullet and shoot it the way I do.
Let me ask you a real serious question. I want you to be slow to answer, okay? Because I want you to really think about this one, okay?
Don't start asking me.
No, I'm not asking you stupid.
I say yeah questions.
No.
Yeah, I know, but you already got my fucking, I'm trying, every time you ask me questions like that, I gotta think of myself not to fucking incriminate myself with my anger or with the way I say it. Because
I'm not asking those kind of questions, okay? Listen.
No, but I take it there sometimes myself.
Yes, you do.
Okay, stop. No, you don't. You do that. You do that shit or you set me up and fuck.
No. Okay. Has there been any moment in your career that you wish Joe would have Wait. Hold on.
I don't like the words wishing, think, reality, Panda, reality.
I know,
reality,
but this is about your real feelings on the inside, okay? I'm trying to show the people who Cuban is on the inside. Okay, so just give me this one chance, okay?
Inside? Wait a minute. Let me fucking take my fucking zipper down. I'll show you the fuck.
Cuban, come on.
Go ahead.
All right. That you wish that he would have just really taken responsibility so that you guys as a team could have gotten back together and really honored Pun in his memory.
No.
Never.
Once he showed me what I seen, when I seen that demon come out of him, whoever the fucking demon is, that nigga's inside of him, when I seen the actual, how he was doing the business moves, the selfish shit that was about him skipping other people's turns, and then, pun pass, whatever, that was a sign to me. It was like, it's all about this nigga. And the business side is, and his business, and business to him, it's just, some of us hold our personal life more dear than the business. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got honor, integrity, love, family. We do certain things that show that, right? He believes the other way around. He believes that it's the business, it's the money. It's the money that he worships. It's what makes him think that he could get away with everything he does. He's the greed for power, moving up in the world in that way. In that field, be respected in that field like that is more important than, I think, the love for his kids. That's what I feel. That's what he showed me. Now, that's just me. Now, you might ask yourself, damn, why so many people got love for him then in this third way? I don't know. Maybe you do your research, like I said, and you go back to 20 something years that that I've been saying this in a way, and you see the actions. He knows how to masquerade it. He's very slick. He's confident in his work. If he's not great at writing rhymes, he's great at deceiving, at coaching and coercing evil shit to happen. So he could have the upper hand. And he runs with the bag later. Thief of thieves.
Okay.
And you rob a banquet, and if he gets away and you get caught, when you come out 20 years, he's not saving your money. That nigga spend your shit and he doesn't know you anymore. There's no honor. Even thieves. That's why I say there's no honor, within thieves. All right. But that's who he is. I'm just trying to paint a portrait of who he is. But if I'm a thief, I'm still an honorable fucking thief with my fucking people. That's the reason, empires, even when they're bad empires, they fucking so powerful. Because it's like that unity, even within them, even if they think like sick, crazy criminals, they still have that honor, that love, that respect for each other inside that circle. He doesn't even have that for that. So he's one of those that, he could, his money talks, buys people. He always wanted to be money talks.
Because one thing that Tone had said that I think was really important was when he said, yes, you can have your opinions about what has transpired behind the scenes and who did what happened and all that, right? But at the end of the day, you should still want this to end.
Because you see the big picture.
To peacefully
Joe doesn't have
end.
me in the big picture. He wants to be in his picture equals with one individual, which is him. You don't get it? I know where Tone is coming from. He's coming from, the race.
Right.
Family. Terror Squad was a crew. Other people was involved that they loved, that he loved. Why don't Joe look at it like that? There's no love ever been for nobody else but himself. He wants to shine. He wants to be the best. Even though he's not the best, and he might know that he's not the best, he's going to stop the best nigga that he could stop. So he could be seen as the best. What? Selfish nigga, that's how selfish he is.
Okay, because
he knows, you know how Pun, I can't even say if Pun and him would have even got along in the future if Pun didn't pass away, because they was going through the dispute about the 50%, and he was breaking it down. Joe had a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? To the point that they both came to me and told you, and they spoke this shit. And I told Pun, yo, you crazy, you know my nigga forever, and you have to ask me that, whose side I'm on. Because it was to that point with Pun, and then Joe was like, yo, this nigga, you believed in it? Complaining about my nigga to me. He wants to bring that number down. I was like, yeah, nigga. What the fuck? And he was like, get out of here. You forgot that he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm his fucking best friend.
I didn't know that.
That's
how
Joe, close we were at one point. I was hanging out with Joe so much that Pun was getting skeptical what fucking side I was on. And that was around the time Pun said he renegotiated his deal because he went triple platinum. He renegotiated his deal with Loud, and his contract deal with Joe is knocking that number down 50% because he already paid his dues.
So what did Joe say to you first? Like, he just said, like,
he was already doing the tune. Remember I told you that he starts making rumors?
Right.
Like things like that. He was already doing that. And I seen it. And I heard it. And I thought about it later on after I went through my situation. I'm like, I remember this nigga did this, man. He started telling about Pun. You know what I'm saying? The cheating about his wife. That Lorena, when I walked in across the room, he tried to blow it up in front of people. I told him, I don't know if Pun cheats. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like that. Like it was in competition with Pun, like behind the scenes. Like hating, like business hating. But personal. You know what I'm saying? Like personal, like that's your man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't be in a room and your wife there, your new wife, you wifey that you just met. You know what I'm saying? And then you start saying things like, yo, but thinking we're so cool, me and you me and Joe, he thought I was so cool with him that he could get me in a room and he starts talking about Pun.
Wow.
Some more like, yo, so Pun, yo. So he be fucking him, huh? He be fucking him. In front of you, like, it was like 10 people in there. People are there fucking laughing, like, and I come into that room, like, and he asks me that, and I'm like, I don't know, my nigga. Pun don't do that. Pun don't, he don't engage in none of that shit. Nigga be with his family. I stuck up for Pun like that. Even, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the truth, but that's when, you know what I'm saying?
You
I
were
saw it,
protecting him.
of course. And people probably say, you know what I'm saying? That might have been taken like, that's nothing to protect him from. Yes, it is. Because if you know him, that's his most thing is his family. And you don't talk about a man like that, your friend or another nigga like that. And I know why you did it. Because you're showing off for this dude. But, you know, I don't like people laughing at my brother. Fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know you admit it and you meant it. So you compare yourself to him. You're cooler than him in a way. Or you know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that. And I seen that. And
So wait, then
I know those things.
Then he came to you and he said, "Can you believe that Pun wants to renegotiate his deal?"
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
I think I said, my nigga, that's between you and Pun. And that number's too high. I told him just like that. Because I remember when he came to me in my hotel room trying to get me to give Pun 50%. He tried to gas me to give Pun 50%. And then from him, that's how he was doing it, like a pyramid scheme.
Wow.
He takes 50% for Pun. Then he gases Pun with the, okay, yo, I'm gonna take 50% for you, my nigga, but what you put, you know, Cuban and say something to you, you take 50% of them. That's how he was gassing it. So now he caught me in the middle of a thing, and I was like, I said, I was to my ground. I was like, no, I can't give you 50% to no fucking body. I'll give my mother. My mother's different, my kids. But I said, no, I will never give 50% for something I worked 100% for. I'll give him 25.
Right.
It's a quarter. Be happy with that. If anything else than that, you're not for fucking, you doing it, you take that in the business. Take over your fair, you know, being a fucking human, first of all, and being fair to your brother. You're trying to be unfair to the niggas that love you or you have a relationship with. You're supposed to be a little more fair than them with them because, you know, there's supposed to be love involved. No. You want to fuck them even harder, huh? There's a difference.
So what was his reaction when you told him that number was too high?
He forgot that he was saying this to me and that he went through me, you know, he tried to do the same thing with, he forgot that I was on that type of time because he must have thought that our relationship was so close. We was doing things every day. He was, you know, we was rocking with each other. That he thought he guys, like I was going to be the yes man. Still be like, word, that nigga's foul. Turn me. He thought he could turn me.
So I know, but his like facial reaction, body language, like he just looked at
nigga,
you like weird.
the fucking beluga eye was twitching. The fucking the desperation of the fake desperation. Like I can't believe a story was there. Saying the cheeseburger was popping out his pocket with the hamburger. You know, he had fucking ketchup on the side of his lip. What do you want me to tell you?
So did you ever
Just
tell
that,
Pun?
he thought that.
Did you ever tell Pun about that?
Yeah.
And what was Pun's reaction?
That's when I knew. That's when Pun told me that.
They was having
that
problems?
was when they had the conversation about which side are you on.
Oh, got you. Okay.
That was there. That was when Pun didn't know either because it was like, yo, if shit go down between shit, what side you on, you know? And I told him, no, you fucking nuts. Get away from me with that bullshit, nigga. You know I'm fucking riding you not fucking to the day I die, nigga. Fuck out of here with that. And he just said, all right. And I don't know, that never got resolved. The percentage, remember, he passed away.
Let me ask you this, okay? Because a lot of people try to use this against you about your relationship with Pun. They say,
remember that number, that 50% was never in the contract. So they was resolving it like
right,
verbally. So it's more like that type of resolving. So like I said, I don't know where it would have been probably wet. I think Joe would have knocked that price down. I think, he was on his way to do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? I thought we like, I think, what I'm saying? Like, there was so much evidence that was unfair.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pun passed, so, but I don't really know. But, I'm sure if they didn't change that number or it was looking like he was going to change it, was going to be a problem with Pun. So there's so much you could take, yo. Like, all right, you broke my back, my nigga. All right, you took more than you deserve. But all right, you took it for fucking, $3 million, triple platinum. I made you this. And you know what I'm saying? It's like for over this period of time already. Like really, you have to be time with tight, you can't just keep a motherfucking just fucking and don't let, you don't fucking do something back. That sounded like a gay shit. You want to put that kind of fucking thought in people's head. Yeah, the metaphor where niggas be getting fucked in this game. But as far as like you can't just be taking and taking and don't give back, don't slack. Like either you think I'm a pussy guy or I'm scared of you because he can't be that. My honor, because I honored it already. I showed you how much I loved you because I let you rock, knowing that that's not a number that people rock with. Because I told you, yo, my nigga, that's not even fair. You know, nobody ever do. I'm the only nigga doing this with you. And I did this. So there has to be a point where, you know, you be like, you know what? Y'all niggas let me in. You my family. Y'all love me. Y'all let me eat, fed me, stood loyal, fought through, you know, blood, sweat, and tears with the crew. Started from the beginning. Didn't have to do what you did. And you're still here. That's when you salute somebody. You show them love. And you show them love by enseñarle. You teach them. But, you know, you maybe you teach them a jewel. Yo, my nigga, this is how you do. You want to get, you know, you put them on to something. You break down, you know, I'm not taking this no more, you know, breaking it down to this. Because, you know, they already served their time. They showed you that they were family. There was no cap to that with that nigga. He'll do that shit to forever if you let him. Even if he's lying, he'll do it to his mother. If the mother think that 50% is fucking fair to her, he'll do it for her. Even though he knows that it's not fair and he's fucking ridiculous. But if the other person feels like, yeah, I'm mother, he'll take advantage of you. And that's the American way, I guess, that people salute. That's what makes somebody say, oh, he's a great businessman. No, man. He knows how to, you know what I'm saying? People, like, we were so, like, we felt we were such in debt with him for him putting us on, put my brother, me, I could say. He put my brother on. He gave me a shot by giving him a chance, gave me a chance. Even though Pun was the actual nigga who got me really, you know, in circumstances that I was around with him is the reason I popped. And everybody know Cuban. Joe just walked in after, you know, we followed the shit that he was doing, and then he got me the deal. He got paid. Pun got paid. Pun got paid too, but Pun got paid through me on my own without anything or paperwork or nothing, on my word. And I said, Pun, I'm gonna give you fucking asshole for asking you for 50. This was your idea. He said, no, it was Joe. But I'd see maybe they could have had the whole, Joe could have gotten Pun already, like the Ponzi scheme. I'm gonna take 50-50, even though that's a crazy number. So at the end of the day, that was Joe's how he tricked Pun. The only time he tricked Pun was that. That's why Pun had so much resentment. Sometimes he do that. Like, you know, my Rolly says that the time is like, you don't know nothing and I'm the one. That made Pun do that even more. You know what I'm saying? Because even Pun said, like, that was shit is unfair. And it was times that Pun told me, you know what I'm saying? I'm Jesus to y'all niggas. I remember we started saying that. That was around the same time, you know, there was arguing about the number going down. Where he said, I'm Jesus. And what he meant by that is going to say, nigga, I fucking got killed for y'all niggas. For y'all to get a deal, you know how much they raped me? That's what he meant by that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he said that. And we had that conversation. And I was like, you are.
Did he have plans of leaving?
Yeah, we talked about it, but not too serious ways, like action was taken care. When that happened, because if he felt that might be a fight between for the Clips Terror Squad or Joe and him, he knows that who's on my side, nigga, yeah. Because look at me. Look what happened to me. After my shit, niggas declared war on me. This was a sign of war. So when now, all the niggas that I helped and all the people I brought in life that even around Terror Squad that was so comfortable, probably seeing what we seen. I'm the nigga who opened the gate for them even to have a fucking career in this shit. When I look back and that happens to me, they declare war on me. And I go back and be like, yo, now who's for my side? That's what Pun did to me. And I said what I said. I said, nigga, I'm with you. But who the fuck else was like this? Yeah, nigga, let's go. I'm on your side. Even those that said it, they was there for spying. So they could be, you know, getting deeper with that nigga. Do, you know what I'm saying? Foul shit, spy shit, and backstabbing shit. To me.
Because, you know, the crazy thing is that people say, the fans a lot of times wonder if Pun was still here today, right? And
see, we're talking about hypothetical. That's why I don't like getting caught up in conversations like that, because I know my brother would be here with me fucking everything up. And Joe would have never had a fucking chance.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Him.
That's why I always tell the fans, no matter what would have happened, you guys would have been together. You guys would have been together.
Just know that much.
But people,
you know
but people try to fuck up your guys' relationship by saying, "Oh, how come he didn't have a Cuban link tattoo? He had a twins tattoo with Joe. He had Joe tattooed on his body."
And he loved. I told you how many times he had mad love for Joe too. Love for Joe. We all had love for each other. We all did. I wasn't gonna get a picture of fucking Joe in my shit. Now if it was stuck the test of time and he would have showed me
Could
he
you
really like my.
imagine? Could you imagine if you got a tattoo of
Well,
it?
lucky all the shit.
Then you
The
ended
terror
up
squad, the
beefing.
terror squad tattoo. Huh?
Then you ended
What?
up beefing with him. Could you imagine if you had that tattoo?
I'm not too keen in putting motherfuckers in my body like that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, not because they dead or anything. Cause you know what I'm saying? I would have put. Nigga, I used to carry Pun's fucking picture in my wallet to go to school, and he didn't know that. And I used to show him like my brother, like the only brother I never had.
Wow.
So I would never mind putting my brother on. But he'll believe about it. This Pun is this type of nigga. Like, he would definitely get a gas me. Yo, I'm gonna put your face like he did with this tattoo. I'm gonna put your face. You put my face. I ain't my brother. He would have gassed me. He would have made me go first. I would have went first, got his fucking tattoo, whatever, brothers for life, whatever. Then he'll think of some excuse. He'll make like, yo, last day is an emergency. He'll make up an emergency for him not to do it. Then you know what he'll do? This is how he would do with me. The first argument we would have, because we used to argue like a motherfucker. The smallest thing. First argument, because we have little arguments like this that start with, like I said, this is a fucking a white rug. No, this is a beige rug. White. Spell beige. Go the definition of beige all the way to the nigga. Fuck you. You ain't shit. Start talking about the deepest secrets I ever told him to hurt me. Just an argument. This is how the argument will get all the way like this. And he'll get me like this. I'll tell you I'm gonna fight him one day. I'll do the same thing. Like I learned how to do the same shit to him because it's like I didn't like it because that's not what I do. Like you're gonna hurt each other. Like I know it, but that should be becoming like a fucking sickness in you. Now I'm going back in time talking about his mother, how his mother treated him, and he talking about my father and this, yo, like that. We always became friends afterwards. It was like, yo, we crazy. But if I would have got a tattoo of him, that would have been the winner for him. He would have won every argument with that. And I would have been trying to fucking really fight him every day because he would have been like, you my son. You got my face in your fucking... He would have told me that shit at the end of every... He would have did me like, I tell you, that's just the tactic of argument, but that's how intense it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we never put hands on each other, except in the boxing gym when I was holding the pads.
So you guys were going to fight one day, but you guys broke it up, or what happened?
I don't know. He just got me mad. They play me like a fucking... like a dickhead from a girl, like trying to make it seem like I don't be fucking like I'm racist a little bit, like just to try to show he still got the man swag, like he not blocking, but in a way like, Bun, what the fuck is like how niggas are you around a pretty girl and you got a nigga that he came around and he saw something like showing off, acting a little too different now in front of them, just to
the Tony thing.
Yeah. But this one was more, this was more, even, he told her, straight up told her that the bitch, the chick, you know what I'm saying, that, I don't know why you wasted your time with L, that's my name, he used to call me L, because, he don't like black girls like that. In front of me. And I know this chick from the block, so, I told you the story before. And I was like,
that's
man,
right.
how you gonna say that? How you gonna say that? Like, and I was like, it's the truth. And there was other people who were watching. This is a characteristic I never, ever in my life. Like I told you, I don't like racist motherfuckers, none of that, because, to the root, that's evil. And I would never do that. I'm just like us. Like, I'm just like you. Black motherfuckers don't matter. Black, white, not white, but as far as how we grow up, around, brown and black, like I'm the same. Never ever said anything that I would never, I'll bang a purple bitch even back in the days. But I don't have to say that. I wasn't the type of nigga to voice my voice like that or be a ladies guy like that. He was seeing me like that. He thought I was like, he used to call me Elvis. Like, that's how deep it goes. He'd be like, yo, he used to do that, like the pretty boy shit too much. Just like what Joe did. He tried to market me like a pretty boy while I was married. And I was like, what are y'all niggas doing? Like, that's not what I act. I know what a pretty boy does. Like, I don't be around. That's more Tony's look in the mirror with the GQ, fucking Prince Charming with the hair. Like, oh, I don't do that, my nigga. But they market me in that much, so I went with it. But that's another reason shit didn't work, because they didn't capture who the fuck Cuban like really was, But but my brother, me, we had, telling you, we argue every time we argue. The littlest thing, turns into the. You see the video? Tell me what you want from me.
Yeah.
Tell me what you need from me. You see that video?
Mm-hmm.
You see with Joe and we recording? You see it's a part there that I use the camcorder and we there and you see me there. That was the footage that happened. That footage was also used in Flowers for the Dead.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
Flowers for the Dead. When I go and I'm laughing with a crazy big smile. That was the first. I was arguing with this nigga for a fucking like 2 weeks, and I was mad at him. I think he was mad that I was rocking with Joe. So it was that right there. And then we were capturing that. Like I was, because he was like that. He was very, very jealous with, like, you don't like nobody. If I fucking give attention to another fucking, like another dude as my friend, he'll fucking like start a fight. He'll make me go against him or him go against me. This is what he loves. This is my brother. I'm telling you, that's how he was on with me. No shit, no pause or nothing. He was just that selfish with our relationship. That nigga made that footage of me doing that was us arguing for fucking like a week. And right before that, we was arguing in the studio because he tried to imply something. I remember that he tried to say something about I think that's when he hit me with the well, my rollie says that I'm right and you're always gonna be wrong. He told me that in front of people. So he doing that material shit again with me, like you pun. He doing the delivery because I know he was mad at me hanging out with Joe. So later on I knew that, but I was so tight. I don't like. I mean, nobody likes to be in a circle with they laughing at you about, especially about something you tell your friend, and your friend just blows you up in front of them, and
Right.
it's like you playing you, like that type of shit. Like that just gets my fucking nerves to wild out. So that one time, only one time that happened with me when he did that to me.
Let me
And
ask you.
it was never about the girl. It was never about me. For the girls watching me. No, it's because you said that shit, a lie about me. And you know better because that's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's ugly. To put on
It's a
some
very
racist
ugly
shit.
lie too.
Yeah, like for a bitch that you don't know. That's my fucking people, like my friend. She want to give me the pussy, and you did that just to what? For what? You married. So he did it just to be a dick and to show that he could get girls, but innocently because he didn't want no other girls. Like, innocently, he did that because he apologized later. And you saying, but he probably was testing me out too, like how far I would go. And I really invited him to fight. I was like, get your hands out. I was like fucking 16 years old. Fight me. And I was slim as a fuck. And he was like 300 pounds. But I just was like, nigga, fuck you. You don't disrespect me like that. All that brother shit right there at that moment went out the window in my head. But I even invited him into a yard to fight. I went to a fucking yard. I think my man Al was there. Al and Semi got arrested there. They were just watching, but they didn't want that shit to happen. It was like, yo, chill, y'all. You fucking dicks. We want to stop. But that's the only one.
Let me ask you this, okay? Because it seemed like Pun had a lot of inner turmoil that at times he would take it out onto the world or those around him, right? Just like you said how he would try to start fights with you over like the dumbest stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think was the cause of that?
He just want to show off, proof he's smarter. Not even smarter.
But
Just
that
to
has
be
to come
respected.
from somewhere, though. That has to come from some kind
It's a
of place.
competition. It's competition. He was ghetto fabulous. He never moved out the Bronx. Nigga, boy, every house he had was from the fucking Bronx. Hook it up inside, though, look like a mansion, but outside it'd be a regular fucking house. But it's in the Bronx. Uh, he was very competitive. He was competitive. He loved being the top of whatever he chose. He wasn't a nigga that settled be like, oh, yeah, I could do that too. He was like, nah, I'm the best at this shit. Whatever he went to. So he had that in his, so when he stepped in another fucking, or he got in on somebody else's song and then he featured, you see what he did to people? He tried to, you know what I'm saying? Even if I started, I was still shit on you. Shouldn't have said chitter chatter, you chitter chatter. I'm the kid out of the Bronx that'll stomp you to death like it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to body everybody that he fucking, did a song with, even though they was friends. That was just part of his DNA. What he argued to the death. Even if he's wrong, he doesn't know how to just. That's why he wrote bad about him. Like niggas that know they proved you wrong. Nigga. Look, it's proven you're wrong. Okay, find something else. Twerk and I see them do it to the best. He did it to me too, but I seen him. He doesn't like to be wrong, and he'll get people that owe him shit like they're supposed to. He'll get people and be like, "Am I right? Am I right?" He used to do that to Liza. When we argue, heated argument, he'll be like, "Liza, am I right? That's your wife. She's gonna fucking side with you. Why are you bringing your?" He wanted me to do that, so that Liza gonna have a fucking reason to argue with me, and they both jump me. That's what he does.
But okay, so what about this? Okay, because he showed you a side of himself that he did not show to other people. As far as
Eventually, he showed a lot of people though.
the violent, abusive
Eventually,
side.
he showed a lot of people.
Because if you look at Joe and Tony, they said that they never saw that. The sick one told me that he never saw that. You know, man, roll the clip.
I never seen the next shit that everybody was talking about, and I was there in the house, and all of that. I seen a good husband, a great father. He loved his kids to death. But all that next shit, I never witnessed it, never seen it. So I can't say much about that.
It's like
sick one. Okay, I understand. But Joe and Tony, liars. They do that. They probably do that too. I've never seen them. I mean, Tony be acting like he's the king of the castle. But I seen him be like, little extra with girls. But as far as what we saw, abusive with physical shit, I don't know. I can't say that about Joe or Tone. I heard that Joe used to, first baby mother.
no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them
you trying
saying,
to get me in trouble? Now you set me up for this shit too?
No. I'm saying that they said that they never witnessed Pun be that way.
Liars.
Towards Liza.
I was there when they saw it. They was there. We all tried to stop. We all, not all, but we there. Joe there saying things to stop. I was there. And I'm a veteran.
So I'm
a veteran that already like this. Like, oh my, it's going crazy. They're showing too many people. There's a lot of people that saw it, my nigga. Whoever was in the house saw it. Stop it. They lying because now they probably, like I said, they're hiding something that they're probably doing. They probably took that now into their life, because that is a fucking sickness that you could get caught inside because you're thinking that's the way it should be. Yeah, they're too old to even do that, but some niggas, But to say that they didn't see it, they're liars and they think they're being faithful to Pun in that way. Liar. Piece of shit. Liar.
So,
acting like you got love for him. If you got love for him, you try to help, because it's a process to that. It's like understanding, if you with it or not, you let it happen. I couldn't just let shit happen all the time like that. Shit happen, but every time it's like I'm leaving, it just turned. If I tell you a story on that alone, it's a fucking whole movie. Just about me with that, so that shit is crazy. But you gotta also respect it. Because if the other party doesn't do anything to help, you trying to, you jumping out the window for them, and it's like you jeopardizing your relationship with the actual man, my brother. Even though he got that side of him, he's still the same Pun that I love. He's still my nigga. That could be ugly, but that's, like I said, that's his family. That's personal more than me.
Right.
Some people, you know what I'm saying?
Before
and even
we
with
get
all
into
that shit, I know I fucking stepped in some places that I can't even deny that. If I deny that, I'm a fucking liar to everybody and to myself, and I can't lie to myself like that because I'm not fake. For them to say that, and me knowing that they've been there, and everybody that was there knowing that they was there, and them saying that, they're in cahoots with who?
So you don't think that that's honoring Pun's legacy by hiding that?
Nah, when they fucking, no. You know why? Because when you see Chris Rivers still have that being brought up like that in life, the kids that we seen as babies that are the seeds of our brother that's had a problem, and you see how they was raised and they still feel a certain way. They have, they need help. Family helps with the right intentions. are there. When Pun passed away, my job as a brother, in my mind, as any brother, is to be there for the family as much as you could. To be, to be there whenever, not even about material or money, just to be there if they ever, ever need you. Like I try to be, regardless if it's not, thanked enough or put out there in a way that, positive way, my intentions for real. Just be there with whatever. Just be a fucking somebody that cares. And part of caring for that family is to understand their truth. How you gonna deny them that? Their truth. That's why. That's that side. This is this side. I can't do that. My brother, if I'm my brother's keeper, if anything, if I love my partner at all in my life, I would be who I am and who I've always been as far as a positive and me relating to Liza and her situation. Because I got to give that woman her fucking due because she helped my brother. He couldn't wipe her ass. I mean, his ass. She wiped it. I give her fucking flowers. All right? When we was in there writing rhymes at fucking 4 in the morning, she'll make us a fucking giant plate. On the whistle like this. Fucking invisible whistle. Nobody heard but Liza. Need something for the store? She'll go at any time. Forced, but she'll go. I give her flowers. I give her flowers to come visit me after I got fucking sliced with a fucking blade. I give her flowers. My brother's not here no more. His wife is my sister. Besides somebody I grew up with in the same house. I seen the babies. I seen Amanda grow when she was 6. I had her in my hands. She was 6 years old. I seen Vanessa. I seen Chris. From the nutsack all the way to where they at now. I think I heard when it was made sometimes. Because, we was always in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment. But I heard my brother having sex, my sister having sex together. I heard the noises they made while they made those kids. You think I have the fucking face to deny them of the truth that I know? Now, what's more important or what's more therapeutic or more positive to give somebody a truth or deny their lies? If they're saying it, if they're saying, the punch kids are saying, yo, and they shed a tear every time. And they say, it's what happened with my life. When Chris wrote that song about, about domestic abuse and everything, I talked to him. I know. And I told him, made sure I told him, you're not wrong. I'm proud of you as an artist. Regardless how people feel that you're putting your father out there, you are not wrong. Because that's all he's looking for. He's looking for somebody that say, father did that. Because my whole object was, your father did that. Yes, he was wrong in using that or whatever he did, at certain times, but your father loved you more than he ever want to hurt you. And he showed you. So my job is to let them, or try to get them to focus on the good things, which is hard as fuck to do. Because my brother already had his legacy and done what he done. But as far as like the people around him, what they should do is admit the wrongs. Just like King Tone said. Say sorry. I'll apologize for Pun, for even being there. Because I feel like I'm part of it because it was destiny that was there. Because I know I couldn't just stay shut. And you think of that of me, I'm not there to get anything except that just humanity. And it's a relationship which is wife and man, husband and wife. That's sacred. So imagine you being as a stranger, really to this, and seeing that. And understanding that. It's just deeper than you just say what's how you on. It's deeper. You gotta live through that. And I lived through that. So I understand a lot more than I think I understand other people and why they do things more than they would understand why I do things. It bothers me. That bothers me. They're supposed to see and know why I do things, and I did the right thing. And they don't give me props for that. That's definitely a part of me that I feel like I'll be by myself. Like these things don't got no love. Like you see what I did? I expect you to do something to thank me in an action, like I did. I did an action to thank you or to represent you. Do an action and fucking to salute me, and not just say salute for nothing. Like I want to see if you feel it, because it's about you really saying the truth. Don't make up no shit for me, but just remind yourself of, damn, Cuban is important for me to tell a story about or say thank you to. He's not important. Let me get that nigga at least something. They don't do that. Why? Ask yourself why. And I don't want to keep, asking myself why.
So one thing I want to commend you on is because in Undeniable, you did mention that about Chris writing a song and how he was receiving the backlash and everything, right? But that, you were trying to tell your brother Big Pun, you were saying, you know what I mean? He didn't mean like any harm by it.
Because I had conversations with Pun. I know, and that's the whole total opposite of what Pun wanted for his family. I know that. Just like I couldn't explain it. How the fuck you hurting the ones that you love so much? The most, this is his jewels, his crown jewels. This is everything he lived for. I'm telling you, he would kill himself for his kids, for his wife. Talks about them like fucking queens, princesses, and princesses. How the fuck do you get in this room or in this little fucking, and this happens, and they feel this way about you after you die? How? Now, how the fuck I'm supposed to go like this and act like I didn't see maybe why they don't like her, why they might be, so half of their side might be like, half of them, their heart might be like, I hate him, and the other half be like, I love him, and be confused. I know why.
Did you ever have that conversation with Pun about like why he did what he did?
What Pun, I know, yeah, and it was a sickness. It was a sickness that he couldn't control sometimes. It was a sickness. And I'm not a nigga to give niggas excuses. That was his answer. His answer was that it always boiled down to, I don't know. Like, and then I hear Liza with the times when he says, and I seen that he's possessed sometimes, that he be doing fucking demon shit. I was gonna tell you stories about that. You should scare her. And then I start thinking about that. Like then I have a regular conversation on some real shit. Or on some angry shit. I don't know. His sorries always end up with the I don't know. What the fuck? It's just, it almost like he wants to blame life. Like he was that stressed, but I'm looking at this guy having fun with me every fucking day. What the fuck are you supposed to? I felt like human being too. I'm like, you just making shit up. You're a fucking bully. I told him that before. I have arguments about shit. But that was, they said the best thing for me to show how much I love my brother is to do that with his family. Make sure of things. If I could help him, I help him. Give him the fucking coat of my back. You know what I'm saying? Feel like across the street without getting their feet wet. That's the only thing I got. But don't take that gesture as me being other than a friend, good friend of your father or your husband. And I would be there and do anything in my power. If I have $1 million, if you need any money, I got you. Same thing that, that coat is $1 million to me, the way I would do that. Same part. It's love. Nothing else. There's nothing disguised. It's no underhanded shit. It's love why I do it. You don't want to believe that? You don't want to honor that? That's why I be saying, show love to the people who deserve your love.
Well, that's why I was trying to ask you, right? Is like, it seemed like there was something beneath the surface that obviously had him acting that way, because I think people do believe that obviously he loved his family, right? He did everything for them, right?
Loved his family more than anything in the world. He loved his family so much that he hurt him. I think that's reality right there.
And he had a very traumatic life with like the way that his stepfather, is that right, treated him.
Yeah, they say he had that's what I'm saying. It definitely goes deep into that. Because I know my brother, he wasn't that nigga that, you get caught up in it, making something a habit after a while. But when you see the beginning and it's like that, you like, no, there's some shit here that doing something that you hate, the niggas you saying you love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's sickness that I know is deeper than just, Liza messing up, cooking a food one day. It's more than that. It's something that she has to explain herself. I was there, like I said, not for for lots. Joe, the rest of the terror squad that was close with Pun, which is the Baloney Tony, fucking Cowboy Prospect, Sace, Joker Jizams. We know. Sunkiss too. Sunkiss was there. They tell their own thing. I don't, just because Joe and Baloney, or the Beluga and Baloney say what they say that, like they wasn't there and then guys is lying or whatever. I don't mean that that it's true. I don't mean that's true. So I don't take it, what I'm saying? I just see how more pieces of shit they become. Because in my mind, if you're doing that to, what I'm saying? And he's only doing that because she won the case. So now he's got that chip in his shoulder. She's the enemy now. She won. So now it's like competition. Like, remember when Ja Rule fucking beat him in the verses? It's like that. That's when it started arguing and the side shots start being thrown. Same thing. It's just deny everything she says because we're not rocking with her. Even if it's lies. Even if you're hiding something that is true, they say the opposite just to fucking, you know what I'm saying? And what bothers me more is the baloney. The baloney that's supposed to be close to pun. When he did that, that even got me extra. Like, all I know, and you see by the fucking way he said it, that he's lying. He's being a sinvergüenza, cara fresco. And his face, well, I know, I never seen that. Oh, that shit just fuel me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know these niggas, like, how the fucking people say they represent my brother like that.
So I was going to ask you, because, a lot of people blame Liza as the reason that, she ruined Big Pun's legacy and blah, blah, blah by releasing that video and all that, right? But we actually...
I have my feeling about that too. That's why it's confusing, because
right.
I don't expect that to be business.
The documentary that ended up showing that, right? Still Not a Player. She had submitted that clip, and she was working with Marcus Miranda on the documentary,
yep.
And he ended up not getting the final say on the documentary. It got bought out by Ground Zero. And
yep.
then if you look, Joe is actually a director on that documentary. And
probably extorted him with.
She had no say after that. That is
what?
That's what I was told.
What? No. You just said that right now. You just said something to me that I didn't know, and that I really didn't understand. So say that again. So
in the beginning, when she was working on the documentary, she was listed as a director or whatever, producer, right? Like
yes, she had the right way to say.
Right.
That's why the shit got done the way they done, and things was added. Right.
Right. So she had submitted the video. She wasn't sure if she wanted to put it out yet or not. Right. She was struggling with that. And next thing you know, Marcus Miranda, the documentary gets bought out by Ground Zero or whatever. Yeah. He didn't end up having final say on it or whatever. Right. Joe gets brought on as a director, and he has the final say. This is what I'm told. Okay.
Now you got to do that. Let's do that. Now you need to go do your diligence and find that out if that's true, because that means a whole different shit to me when you say that. So that means so you try to say that Joe could have had the power to stop that from coming out.
That clip.
So he had the power to stop that from coming out. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what.
All right, find a proof for that, so we can have another fucking conversation of the evil fucking twin, and it really explain to the world how this just happened, because I didn't know that.
Because she's blamed often, right? That she's the one that ruined.
Of course, and it looks, and she took. I never seen her deny it. I gave her the old fact of that's the love and the hate side. I understood that because I lived through it.
Right,
Liza. I know that she probably wished one day the nigga dies so she could be free. I could relate to her saying that because I seen what she went through. Not saying that she's right by thinking that, but I could know how a person like that would come up to that decision with what she went through. You know what I'm saying? I know that. So when he's not here no more, I could see her showing, she wants the world to hear her now, her truth. Not saying that she's more important than pun. She just wants to be heard. She's been silent and being in pain so long. I know that. I'm that human. I got that much love for that family to know that about the kids and her. That's why I'm not me taking her side. She is telling the truth. It's just, that's her truth. Pun had his truth. So
I think people miss the point that she's always been viewed as just Big Pun's wife, right? Like she's not viewed as having like her own identity. And
Yeah.
after he passed as well,
She didn't have her own identity.
After he had passed as well, she had to upkeep his legacy to do all these things, right? She never really got to necessarily live for her or like figure out what she wanted. She was like,
she did personal things instead of doing things with business minded. You can't blame her. She's not a business minded girl. She just came. She was in the house fucking 24/7 cooking, cleaning up, taking care of kids. She don't know what the fans would do or what that would do. She just wanted to be heard. She wanted to be like, yo, this is my pain. This is what this nigga put me through. That's what she wanted.
like
Nobody was listening. She was in a house where people was watching this. Nobody but me helped her ever. And the minute I helped her, I'll tell you what happened.
But
the minute
like
I helped her,
you said,
don't get involved with the middle. I understand that. So I'm trying to tell you, she was hurt. She was caught up in a box with no freedom, with nobody listening to her. People are just laughing in her mind. They just don't care what happened to her. She dies, whatever. She's in the middle, surrounded with people and getting abused like that. So she has no friends. So her mind, when he died, that's how the only reason I made it. Then she put one clip in there. Gotta just say, that's not. I cannot say it's a lie, nigga. Y'all seen what happened. So it's not like she did it as a lie. That's his best friend. They're husband and wife. This is his family, which overrules me as a friend that cares. This is my brother. I'm watching this like, damn, look at the mother. He told me this is the people he loves the most in this world. Everything he did was for these people right here. These beautiful kids and this beautiful wife right here. And then when he dies, I seen the pain that they went through, but he probably didn't see it. He saw things, but I don't think he's seen the damage. I saw the damage after he passed. Because the people that he loved more, and he said that he did everything for, was really not putting his name or talking about him in the right light, as he wanted to be the greatest father in his mind, as he did everything. And he, I had to watch that. And I had to also know the truth. You don't do those type of things and be called those type of names, given that type of fucking title, just because they're your kids. Because they're that. Because look what, they were in pain. I fucking shed a tear so many times for their pain, besides my tear. So, I just relate and understand, and I know it. I know that the best thing for me as a friend, and if I ever loved that, Pun, loved his family, which I always did, and I always showed it from a sincere part of me. Even though, like I said, nobody gives a fuck. Not even them, I don't think. So that's how I feel. And I still gonna be me. That's not gonna stop me from believing or knowing or saying how I feel about that situation just because they feel, or they wasn't even, like saluted the right way. I'm still gonna say that because that's the truth. As a human being, I see it. I'm not gonna take nothing away from that. I'm not gonna add nothing. That's what it was.
I think the problem a lot of times is like people view famous people or like superstars as incapable of making mistakes, right? They're so much larger than life that they're not.
Fans do that. Fans. But
yeah, that's what
these
I'm
are
saying.
people
Fans.
these are people that know us though. We're talking about people inside niggas now.
Right.
We're talking about.
But those people, they're running with the narrative, whatever, right? But then the fans, they compound it by being like, "Oh yeah, she ruined his legacy. She did this."
Because
blah, blah, blah.
because if one side is making like painting a picture of that on some business shit, like cock blocking on some business shit, so that lies, after they take the fucking estate, they're jerking them, and they still throwing dirt on them because they could use one incident about some cheating shit that happened or some personal relationship shit happened. So he's using that on some business shit to get over on some business shit and shit on them. When I know at the end of the day that Pundit will kill everybody up in this bitch for that fucking family, and he'll kill himself too. Do you understand that about that? That's who he was. So for these niggas to mock Pun like that and act like this is what my brother would have wanted, I feel like doing what Pun would have did. At the moment, right there, that's a stupid, like, the stupid things that happen when real shit like that triggers it. When we was talking about, I'm not stupid to go in Joe's store and just do it. Yeah, those things, if that happens, shit like that happens in front of me, where it's like, unbelievable in my mind, and the audacity type shit, yeah, I could see somebody getting hurt real bad by me. For the right reasons, maybe the wrong kind of force, but believe it, it makes you want to do things like that to people. And when you don't do it, you don't get to do it, it sticks. It sticks. And there's some things that should stick because they're showing you who they are. Even if they don't, it doesn't coincide with what your belief of your honor, truth, and the way you live your life. You know, but that's when people will fucking judge and you put them a vote. People know what loyalty is. It's not a fucking ration of, you know what a disloyal nigga is? You know what loyalty is. You know what love is? You see haters. You know it. It's pain. You don't know truth. You know lies. Right in your fucking, you know it. As a human being, you weigh it out. But when you start getting with another nigga narrative for other things because they bought, then yeah, you could just get niggas that don't even know the situation. Yeah, to agree with you because they're your friends and they follow what you say, but they don't know the damage they do it. They don't know what the fuck they're arguing about. They don't know no facts. You're talking to a nigga that knows everything that happened.
I think that you're a really good friend because in the end, you're not lying or trying to hide something to cover up somebody else's truth.
But my mission is to heal. My mission is to heal that family, if anything. Heal. Make sure they're happy. And happy by the right way of, because I could be wrong. I can't just wish happiness on somebody if they don't know how to be happy. And if I'm not the teacher to show us people, you know what I'm saying, to be happy, because material things shouldn't make you happy.
Right.
So you understand what I'm saying?
But you accept your brother and know that he was flawed as a human being and he made his mistakes. He wasn't perfect. He was an incredible talent, of course, and he was good to you as a brother. But, you know, like everybody else.
But he was a regular dude at friendship, as far as like friendship. Like, we all got a brother. You know, we don't agree with some of our family members, but we're family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Pun was right, even if it was the illest MC ever, to everybody. I'm not doing it for me to get that attention or to get that spotlight, you know, to disagree with him to make the topic. Because this is serious. You're going in a circle now that always hit a fucking, you know, thing for me. It always hit me in the reality where it puts me where I know I can't lie with that. And I can't lie only because I have to show you and I have to agree with the truth 100 for my truth of my intentions to be taken at 100. And my intentions is to let the truth heal you past those tears. Understand your father did that. Yeah, it's a lot of physical shit happened. Get over that. Because this is the good side now. Get rid of that fucking shit. Because it's demons and fucking angels out here. Yeah, that happened. Now let the angel. Let me tell you about the angel, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Just like I ain't lie when I said about the demon. I'm gonna tell you about the angel too. Then you know that slowly but surely tries to get you in the middle. That's my intention. As a friend, to make sense of, and it's hard. I'm an outsider to them. But my intentions ain't value because of that. A lot of things. And I don't know why still. I don't know. But that's my intentions. But good shit. So I don't know how the fuck could I ever be taken right. Like it was bad or any hidden agendas to ever be hurt about hurtful things or shiesty shit or funny shit. Never. But, you know, they draw their own fucking, people got their own canvas and they draw their own fucking images up. I just wonder why. I figure the truth is you can only paint the truth with one brush. I mean, maybe a little bit of it, but it still looks like the truth, feels like the truth, smells like the truth. I know I'm stressed out right now because I know that's a topic that you know, it's just inside. I don't want nobody tackled it. Nobody is a dark topic. I've never been afraid to tackle it, but I'm not the leader of that topic. But I definitely have to jump in every time that topic comes in because my intentions. I feel that's how I help my brother. Be a voice that he could be you to me. See how you explain? what I try to mean in a better way than I do sometimes. That's it.
Sometimes,
I was doing that for my
or
brother.
all the time.
Not all the time. See, now you go. That's where you know. That's where the cash app is needed. That's why the disrespect is equal cash app.
No.
My check, my cash app. It ain't all like, hey yo, my pay, my pal.
Yo,
My Zelly ain't like that. Hey yo.